Cheers, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze. I'm excited to be here. Hopefully you are too. And we got Cody again.
Ecstatic. I'm positively ecstatic. Bouncing off the wall. What?
All the negative comments we get is...
You said I should be more hyper. I am bouncing off the walls hyper.
Oh, okay. I am glad you're here. It is Whiskey Day, and I really enjoy whiskey, and I'm really excited about this one because this is one that we went to a distillery for, and we bought a bunch of bottles. I'd already been really interested in them. I bought them before they transitioned to this distillery. I bought from the old distillery, so...
yes, and I certainly remember this distillery very distinctly and not at all barely.
It was the end of a distillery day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We did, what, 4 distilleries that day?
We did a distillery hopping.
This is one of my favorite Texas distilleries, and I hope it's one of yours too. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It means a lot to us. This is the Miliam and Greene straight bourbon whiskey from Miliam and Greene Distillery, which is a spectacular little tiny distillery. Really great offerings.
Yep.
Like I say, I had been interested in this company before the transition when Heather Greene joined.
Because we had the Ben Miliam.
Yeah, it used to be Ben Miliam, and we've done a review of Ben Miliam before.
Didn't we have 2, or do we only have the 1?
Just the one. They had a rye.
You were planning on the 2, but then it switched.
Yeah, I wanted to get the rye, and then the company switched to Miliam and Greene, which I think was a really good thing, and then couldn't find the rye anymore. So, unfortunately...
Might be the new rye.
Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't get the rye. So it was Ben Miliam Distillery. Now it's Miliam and Greene, named after Heather Greene, and I'm not even going to say the first name because I'll probably get it wrong, but Miliam, who had owned it before, I want to say Marge, but that's not right.
Complex naming scheme.
Yeah, complex naming scheme. If you don't know who Heather Greene is, she's a really big kind of influence in whiskey, was part of the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society.
Was she
was a
ambassador for
an
them?
ambassador for Glenfiddich or Glenlivet, I think.
I thought it was Macallan.
Or Macallan. One of those.
Or all of them?
Or all of them. She's one of the first judges on the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, tasting judges for barrel picks, and then she became a famous cocktail mixologist, I guess, at the Flatron in New York.
I think she was the whiskey connoisseur.
Maybe the whiskey connoisseur.
But also was in charge of the bar, I don't remember.
I read her book like 3 times, but
Great
it's been
book.
a while.
Yeah.
So this is our first one from this distillery. We have 3 more. And they just released a new one this past month.
And you're already eyeballing it, aren't you?
Yes, but I think it's a distillery exclusive. I'm not sure.
All of them are distillery exclusives.
This is their straight bourbon whiskey. It is aged 4 years. It's 57.5. Actually, this bottle's 57.5. No, this is 57.5%. I thought it said 57.51 or something. 57.5% or 115 proof. And the cost for it was $60. Are you weeping?
No, I was laughing at you.
Oh.
I didn't buy that one. I bought the other 2.
Each barrel, each proof.
The other 3?
No, this is when you bought it. I think the distillery exclusive is the one that...
This is distillery edition.
Oh, okay. Oh, so this is...
I bought the rye and the regular bourbon, I think.
This is the distillery edition
of
their straight
one
bourbon.
Of the other ones.
I think you can get this on the shelf, but it's a lot less proof, 43.86.
Is that one of the other ones there?
No.
No?
I don't know which ones we bought. Oh, just opened it.
Yeah, we've only had it there. It's been a while.
Bing! Can always count on him turning his phone off, but not his watch.
They should do it. When you turn off your phone, you should silence your watch.
All right. Oh, wow. So at $60, it's going to be a 1 on the 1 barrel, or on the barrel rating.
I kind of get a little varathane smell in there, but like the
Okay.
woody tones of the varathane, not the chemically, you know?
It's a bourbon-esque, but not a Kentucky bourbon-esque.
Yeah, it's not overpoweringly dark smelling.
Yeah, you're getting that dark cherry, but not heavy.
Mm-hmm.
You aren't getting as much of the mint or spearmint. Just a little bits, but not as much as, say, in a Kentucky bourbon. And what else are you not getting that I normally get?
You already said spearmint.
That I get a lot in Kentucky bourbons. I'm not getting the banana.
Oh. Not really, no. I'd say the banana smell is probably compared with the mint smell.
Yeah. This is really good. A little bit of that woodiness that you mentioned.
Very, like, almost non-existently tickling.
Non-existent tickling?
Yeah, on the alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I mean, when
You
you
can
said
smell it.
non-existent tickling, that's actually something that Heather Greene would say in her book. You know, she has these little...
oh.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
it doesn't tickle your nose very much
Yeah.
at all, so you can take deep breaths to try and smell.
Very pleasant, but I
It's
think
very
you're
light
getting
to
this...
me.
Yeah, it's very light. You're getting this essence that it's going to be high proof, though. It doesn't, like I say, it doesn't
Sort of.
tickle, but you can...
Almost feel a light burn.
Yeah, you can feel that spiciness.
Like, it doesn't tickle your nose, but you can feel usually like the after effect of a high proof one without the pain.
And so you're saying this is a 4, a light?
I would say it's light. It's like, it's got nice tones and such, but it's hard for me to smell it, but that could just be
Yeah.
me. I've had allergies today.
I'm almost thinking it's... You know me in aroma, and I don't really give strong points to aroma. I mean, usually 4s, but this is... I think this is probably at least a 4.5.
It could be. I've had allergies this morning.
Yeah. I'm going to say it's... I'm going to go with a 4, like you said. But let's go ahead and look at flavor. Let's look at bite. Nothing up front.
Not initial, but it starts to come in as a linger.
Yeah, you have something on the back end.
I'd say it's somewhere from medium to mild.
Yeah, nothing up front, but there is some spicy, not chemically, but a spicy heat lingering on the back end, but not very powerful. And so you said what?
I said medium to mild.
Medium to mild.
Like a 4 would be a stretch.
Yeah.
It's
We'll say 3 and a 5.
fades off real well.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is it's kind of a little bit above a 3.5, more of a 3.75, and it's kind of hard to tell
Let's say
which way it goes.
3.5 barrel on the back end. Bite.
Flavor straight up pleasant.
Yeah. You're getting...
You get the bitter niceness of a bourbon without being overly pungent. You get that sweet undertones of, like,
vanilla.
yeah, and fruit, like dark fruit kind of.
Yeah, I put some dark cherry, vanilla, and some light fruit as well. Some floral aspects, some light fruit. So I'm thinking maybe like a...
Apple or pear.
Yeah, maybe a pear. And some
I haven't had
spiciness
pear
to
in
it.
so long it's hard to tell.
A little bit of spiciness to it, which could be, Andy would probably say cinnamon.
It's
Like
more
a
of like
dry
a
cinnamon.
rye spice.
Yeah, it's more of a rye spice.
Straight up rye spice.
Okay, we'll say rye spice.
It's good.
And just a hint, just a very small hint of spearmint.
And the light hint of alcohol,
Yeah.
but not like pungent, just that light flavor, you know?
This is a really Well, first of all, right away, I would not even
4.5.
guess this was 115 proof.
No.
No.
Because even it's probably more of a 4 on the burn since it's a little intense, but it fades off quickly
Yeah.
and doesn't linger.
So
And then after you start drinking it, it becomes less. Your
you're
mouth
thinking
becomes
this
a
is
little
a
numb.
4.5 on flavor?
It's very nice. It might
It's
just be 4,
excellent.
but
Nah, I'm fine with 4.5.
it's just excellent. Especially like you said, you wouldn't expect it to
Right.
be on the proof. You would expect it to be a little harsher, and it comes through a little bit in the bite, but
Not much.
it fades quickly and it's not intense on the first part.
So this is the
And after a few sips, it's less noticeable.
this is the confusing part about the bite.
Yeah.
Is
It's subjective too.
I think it's probably a 4 on bite, and so do you, or close to it. And then Andy would probably say it's a 3. And then stuff that we think is like, he's
Yeah.
like, it's a 5.
Sometimes it's about like the rye spice is confusing with this. That
Yeah.
could be most of the bite, the spiciness in it, because it makes it hard with ryes to judge bite, and this reminds me of that. Very, very good.
This is excellent. Excellent. And we knew this when we went to the distillery and had the big flight.
Yeah,
Yeah, we bought the big flight.
had them all.
And this was my first opportunity to have Ben Miliam, or Miliam and Greene, since Ben Miliam. And it just stunned me how much of a difference there was. How much influence that Heather may have, because I think she's the blender, taster, or finisher person. She's probably taster, blender, finisher, not the distiller. So influence between that. And this is a, especially to me, a very prideful moment for Texas. I think, because they're all women in this distillery, the master distiller and the owner and the blender and the everything. And I think that's just an amazing thing. And I wish more distilleries included women a lot more, because they have a better way of tasting
Yeah.
and smelling. They're far
Natural,
superior
better
than to
sense
us.
for
Yeah.
aroma.
And I just, I'm so happy at this company. And I think that this could quite possibly supplant Andalusia is my favorite whiskey, Texas whiskey. But the difference is Andalusia is all single malts.
Well, and there are a lot of peat smokes.
Yeah, Andalusia is all single malts. These are all bourbons. But this is hands down amazing. So the point value we have is 14 points, just a hair under 14, which is an absolutely strong 3.5.
Yeah, sure.
But this is a 4.5 to me. This is 4.5 actually to me, but
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
fine with that.
because of the price.
And the price was how much again?
$60, which we have always talked about our price being an issue, the
Well,
way we
it's-
gauge prices,
It's
but
supposed to be an equalizer.
yeah,
If you find something that's 4 or 5 across the board on flavor, aroma, bite, and cost, then it deserves a 6th barrel.
yeah, it does. But
But usually you get things that are 4 maybe across the board, and then the price is $80, and it doesn't necessarily deserve to be called
Oh,
a 4 or
yeah.
5 bottle if it's just there.
yeah, we've actually had quite a few really budget whiskeys that were spectacular.
Shine through, yeah.
And shine through that, you know. I was going through the bar and pulled out an Irish whiskey the other day. Actually, it's last night. And hadn't seen it in a while. And I was like, wow, I can't believe this is still here. I love this Hellcat Maggie, which is a really great, inexpensive Irish whiskey. And then we've had really expensive stuff that's like, no, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. It's a great equalizer for things. But what's important is you tell us what you think. Have you had Miliam and Greene? Have you even heard of Miliam and Greene? If not, you are missing out.
Yes,
definitely.
it's delicious.
It's great. And I like the fact that most of their bottles
kind of
are attainable.
Best glass of whiskey I've had in a while.
Yeah. So tell us what you think in the comments below about Miliam and Greene. What's your favorite Texas whiskey? That's kind of scary because it's going to be Balcones for most of you non-Texans. Right.
I don't know. There's quite a few Texas. Like, you got...
That are available outside of Texas?
I thought, Garrison Brothers was.
Yeah, Garrison Brothers too. But this is definitely, probably, other than Andalusian single malts, which that's all they do, this is probably my favorite Texas whiskey.
I don't know. I still... Balcones Brimstone's probably still my favorite.
But tell us what you think. Make sure you do hit that like and subscribe. It means a lot to us. The subscription was spectacular, and we are really excited about how many new people have joined us for the community, how many new comments we get. That's what it's all about, is us talking to you and sharing our views of this stuff, and we're hopefully that we can keep growing and include more of you into the conversation and bring whiskeys that you don't normally hear about, because everybody's about them big names. Big names, big names.
Yeah, because the big names have quite a few bottles, and they're all expensive.
Yeah.
And so they're kind of hard to, like, we have a lot of unknown stuff.
We have a ton of unknown stuff.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of the big names.
There's some in here that are from the first batch of a distillery.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I think this one may be, this is batch 2101. Doesn't really say the bottle.
And some
batch.
from close to the last batch, too.
Yeah, I don't remember when she joined. Ben Miliam, so probably about 2019, 2018, somewhere
around there. A few years ago.
Yeah. All right. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and merchandise. It means a lot to us. And remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. And this is great whiskey.
It's great.
Like Cody says, probably the best
bourbon
he's had in a while. So. Cheers.
Cheers. Yep.
Doesn't taste like 115 fruit.